Friends, it's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, August 25th at 5 p.m. So I am just making sure that my new webcam is working. So if you are live and you can hear me, please comment or okay, my friend Kim just texted me and said it's working. So yay, I set it up right for the not technical person. Yay, it worked. Okay, so I apologize for yesterday for not being here, but unfortunately I was on eternal hold with the insurance company, and you know how that goes. You just can't hang up once you've been on hold forever. So let's talk a little bit about what I had planned for yesterday. As people continue to look to the future, hope for a vaccine for COVID-19, there's one aspect starting to be talked about now, which represents bad news for a large percentage of the U.S. population. And that includes the people who it's believed a successful coronavirus vaccine won't be able to help. And that is the obese. Hi, Mom. I have to say hello to my mother because she's watching. Okay, so more than 107 million Americans, according to some estimates, can be categorized as obese. And researchers are saying we already know vaccines that offer protection against everything from influenza to hepatitis B and tetanus are less effective when given to obese adults than to the general public. A coronavirus vaccine is likely to follow the same pattern. Early on in the pandemic, the US CDC warned that people with body mass index greater than 40, including people considered more than 100 pounds overweight, are at the greatest risk of becoming severely ill from COVID-19. That designation encompasses almost 10% of Americans. But as we learn more about the virus, who it affects, and how, they've expanded that category of people to include anyone with a body mass index of at least 30, which broadens the amount of U.S. adults most at risk from the virus to more than 40% of Americans. Now, for those of you who don't know what body mass index is, it's a simple calculation. You can go on and Google BMI calculator, so you don't even have to do the math. It's your weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters squared. Okay, so if you don't want to convert inches to meters and you don't want to convert pounds to kilograms, just do BMI calculator and put in your pounds and your height in inches, and bam, it'll spit it out for you. Okay, now the CDC's list of underlying medical conditions that can exacerbate a COVID-19 infection include chronic kidney disease, COPD, obesity, body mass index greater than 30, immunocompromised state from organ transplant or a weakened immune system, serious heart conditions, including congestive heart failure, coronary artery disease, cardiomyopathy, sickle cell disease, and diabetes. Now, back to the fact that vaccines don't work as well in the obese population. Why is that the case? So the issue came to light back in 2009 during the flu pandemic. Health officials noticed the flu was significantly more dangerous to the obese person, and they were more likely to spread the virus due to a higher viral content in their exhaled breath. Now, doctors at UNC, University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, studied the immune system in obese people, including the B cells that make antibodies and the T cells that make other cells, including memory T cells, to fight off re-exposure to a previous infection, or in this case, to a vaccine. Now, the part lacking in the obese is the T cell response. Similarly, this happens in the elderly. As a result, doctors say that a 30-year-old obese person has the immune cells that look a lot like what you would see in an 80-year-old individual. Now, they are still after 10 plus years trying to make a better flu vaccine to improve this response in not only the elderly but in the obese as well. So basically half the US population. So here we are yet again with a vaccine that is supposed to be helping certain populations, and those at highest risk may be the least likely to get the benefit of a vaccine. Again, assuming that we get a vaccine that is effective and is safe and works and all those other what ifs. So that to me is a very scary thing. I have a friend who is in clinical trials for vaccines, and he recently lost a lot of weight. Now, I don't know if that was recommended for him for the trial or just because he felt he needed to, which I think is a good thing that he did. But you're certainly better off if you are on the slimmer side. Now, just to give you an idea, I'm not super skinny, but my BMI is just a smidge over 20. So, you know, again, you can calculate it and see where you're at. If nothing else, now may be the best time for you to really kick up your diet strategies and exercise routine and get rid of that COVID-15 or whatever it is that people have gained over this time, and really do your best to improve your overall health so that your immune system can actually work for you. So on that note, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you again tomorrow for another Live in 5.